Hey. Hi. Yo. Those were all super weird. Guys, I have a secret. STL is back with season 2! Hey, what's up, guys? I am Tristan Neal, host of STL. Welcome back to season 2. Wow, I can't believe we got here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't believe we were at season 2. We wrapped season 1 with some great guests. Go check them out. Thank you for coming back, first of all. I genuinely mean that. I mean, without you, what would this show be? Alright, guys, I am just so excited to be back with you guys, to just be back in the STL space for season 2, episode 1, Uno. Another language 1. I'm in a very weird mood right now. I'm so excited for season 2, episode 1 of Sky's the Limit. Okay, what is wrong with me? Season 2, episode 1. I think everyone knows what I'm gonna say. Josh, roll that intro. But also, before we roll the intro, if you're like kind of liking this stuff, you're kind of liking what we're doing, it'd be really cool if you could subscribe. Josh, roll that intro. Intro. You're here with me. I'll set you free. Don't worry. Just wake up and don't give up. Every time you fall, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. The sky is the limit. Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. I don't know what just happened in that monologue, but guess what? We're here now. And guys, today's artist, he's an actor, he's a musician, he was in the Navy. I mean, he has so many insane stories to talk about. I am so excited to introduce you to him and welcome him as the first guest of season 2. No, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Vel Stacy.
I said it first, you said it back, I meant it most. You ain't need it at all. Love on the brain drove me insane. Potential belief and never achieve. And I told myself.
Alright guys, welcome back to season 2. I have him with here today. Wait. Actually, I do have a question. Do you go by Vel more or Vel?
Okay, I go by both.
Oh.
Yes, I tend to use Vel Stacy more for acting, and Vel Stacy more for music. But I am both. They're all the same name. Vel is just short for Vel. Growing up, I had, some struggles with my name because my actual name, and not a lot of people know this actually, my actual name is Stacy Lavelle Reynolds.
Wow, beautiful name.
Thank you. And I got, teased because as a kid, as a boy being named Stacy, you have a girl name, whatever. But what I don't remember how old I was, but I was like, that's okay. One day my name's gonna make money or something like that, And but I made it my last name. And so my stage name is Vel Stacy.
Wow, that's awesome. So when you were in that stage, you knew you wanted to be a singer, a actor, or?
Well, you know how people always ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, my answer always changed. Right. So it started with like a judge, and then a fireman, and a doctor, and a lawyer, and all these things. And then when I turned 18, I joined the Navy. And so, and so it was like all of these things that I wanted to be when I grew up. I didn't become any of them. But then I think it was 2010, I did a play, and I was stationed in Japan, and the play was on base in Japan. And so did the play, and I was like, oh, this is it. This is what it was. I didn't want to be any of those things. I wanted to be all of those things, but not for very long.
Yeah.
You know, and the one thing that's kind of had me in its grasp my whole life, even when I didn't see it, was performing. You know, and so I've always been a performer and felt, you know, that I would be a performer, but I never knew it. You know, I remember being a kid saying, I'm gonna live in Hollywood when I grow up, you know, and this is kind of a little quirky story. Yeah. I honestly, as a little kid, before I realized the difference between TV and reality, I honestly thought that real life was TV. And, you know, as you're waking up, it's like the title sequence, and then you go through like, kind of like the Truman Show. You go through life, and then while you're sleeping, that's when the credits play. I thought that was life, like real life. I thought that was my life, and I thought people were watching me. And I knew nothing about the Truman Show. I just thought that that's what life was, you know, and that somebody was watching me just like I was watching somebody else.
Wow.
You know, and I don't remember when I grew out of thinking like that, but hell, let's be honest, sometimes I still feel like I'm on the stage.
Yeah, and that's great. I kind of wanted to jump back to the Navy again, and how that experience kind of shaped you as an artist.
So in the well, first of all, you know, the military is very regiment oriented, and it's very precise, and attention to detail is a must, and discipline and structure. And I'm the type of person where I don't mind structure as long as I can have my own structure within your structure. You know, if I can move freely within what you have, I'm good. So that was kind of how I learned to do that. You know, the ability to be mission focused though, and keep your eye on the prize is definitely something that I carry forward from the military. Because I'm able to separate, you know, when it's work time, when it's play time. You know, there's a time and place for everything. And so that's how I think. And, you know, and a lot of times that's to my detriment, because then when I'm like, there's a time and place for something, I'll get so focused on what it's time for. I get frustrated when anything else comes in that mix. You know? And then in 2007, I was diagnosed bipolar 2. So receiving those curveballs, you know, and having to unprocess and then reprocess on top of the discipline and you know, so at a lot of given times, I just have a lot to process through, you know, because of the bipolar challenges, and then because of the military versus life, you know, and it's an adventure, man.
Yeah, and you just gotta enjoy it, right?
I know.
Right now, do you think artists have a duty to do something?
Yes, artists do have a duty. They have a duty to make sure they're okay. Because again, artists are essentially healers of the heart. You know, they allow you to see life and maybe learn life lessons if you're open to that. But everybody was dealt trauma last year.
Yeah.
And again, I can't give me what I can't give you. I can't come trying to heal you if I'm not allowing myself to heal first. Am I okay?
Absolutely.
If you look at an apple tree ain't gonna give you a single damn apple until it makes sure it's nourished. It makes sure it's, like its roots are healthy. It's good to go. It ain't got its sun. It ain't got its carbon dioxide to give you oxygen. It's got its nutrients from the soil. Now it's gonna give you some fruit.
Yeah.
I gotta make sure I'm good before I can make sure you good. I gotta put my own mask on first. You know? And so I think an artist's duty in this day is the same thing everybody else's duty is, to make sure I am becoming better and not bitter, and to make sure I'm loving myself, being kind to myself, allowing the bad to come up so that it can go away.
How easy is it to lie to yourself though? And how
what?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
as easy as putting on pants.
Just to get into, you just released a new song, Tears.
Right.
And I just kind of wanted to know about this song a little more. I've listened to it. I love it, by the way. It's so it's different, and I really like that about it. Like I've never heard something quite like it, and I really like that. And I just kind of wanted your behind the scenes a little bit on that song and where it began. Where was it born? That creation, this song.
Yes. So Tears is from what will be my debut EP, Hearts and Bruises. And in like 2009, I was in the Navy, and this was when I first started writing songs. And I wanted to do an album that followed the course of a relationship, from meeting to the puppy love phase to it's starting to go bad, like to the breakup and all of that. And so Tears falls in the climactic point where it's what we gonna do? I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of crying, and I can't, like the lyric, that is homage to Jay-Z. It's one of my favorite lyrics ever. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry, and that's what, a lot of times I do, a lot of times we do as artists. We're like, I'm not about to cry about this. I'm gonna go write. I'm gonna go create something, and that's what it is. That's what Tears is. It's, if my tears could sing, what would they say? Oh, honey, my tears would write ballads, because you have no idea what these eyes have seen. In doing this album, I'm gonna release a second single soon called Roses, and it's all just from my sound, from the sounds I love, Yeah. I love rock. I love classic old, like Motown R&B,
It's yourself almost.
And I love hip hop because I can get a little hood, you know what I'm saying? So, but I needed it to be me. I didn't want to sound like nobody else. People are already saying, like, when, I remind them of Prince when I perform. And I'm like, I appreciate that. And who wouldn't want that compliment? But I'm like, but I don't want to make myself feel like I'm trying to be Prince.
Absolutely.
I only want to be Vel Stacy, you know? And so I'm like, what is my sound? And so
beautiful. Everyone, you gotta go listen to it. It's beautiful. I've been listening to it. I've listened to it a couple of times because it is just like what I said in the beginning. It's so different and interesting, and I love also talking to the artist about it and then listening to it after. I get a whole different experience every single time. I really do.
We were trying to get like the part that comes in after the bridge, after the instrumental. And I just kept singing and over singing and getting frustrated. And so then we just sat there and I was like, what's missing? And I just listened to the song and I was like, it needs some air. I was like, it needs a little comedy. And I was just like, just run it back. And I didn't talk about, I was just like, I'm just feeling something right now. And I go on and I just turn into like Chris Tucker.
Oh, good.
And I'm like, you must be out your motherfucking mind. You know, like, I'm just like.
Oh my God.
You know, because I'm like, that's all. I need me in there. I need to talk, you know, y'all better play, you know, like I just need to have fun right now and stop trying to be so perfect. And I was like, I need to have fun right now because I'm not. And then when I was like, let me go play. And then that's when we got that moment. And I was like, that's it. That's fucking it.
As we kind of wrap this up, I always like to ask one question to every single artist. What's one piece of advice you have for artists and creators around the world right now during this uncertain time we live in? I know you've given a lot of advice today, but one piece for just what, I guess the summary almost of advice, the end all be all, if you will.
I think that's good enough.
Beautiful. I like it. Leave it where it is.
Yep. Just be.
Vel Stacy, thank you so much for being.
Thank you, Tristan, man.
I mean, honestly, just talking to you right now, just went on a journey. I feel like I was in Italy for a little bit, and then we went into the Navy for a little bit, and wow.
Man, it's been a ride. It's definitely been a ride, but I'm glad to be able to talk about it and share it.
Like, congratulations. I'm just gonna say congratulations on getting where you're at right now, releasing more music, and you seem happy right now. So I'm glad.
I am. I really, really am. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on.
Thanks, Tristan. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much. That was episode 1. Thank you, Vel Stacy, guys. Hey, you got to the end of the video. How are we doing? All this is I really want you to subscribe. I want you to go watch our other artists on S2e1 and let me know what you think. Please reach out to me. I want to talk to more people. Please. I love you guys. And always remember, it's a good day to have a good day.